You have nothing to lose in this life. Let me explain. You came in this life with nothing, with no material objects, with no friends, no relationships, no money, no status, nothing. You came in literally naked. All of the things that you have gained have been additions. From you, if your starting point was 0, you've only gone into the positive. You've only gained things. Now, in the worst case scenario, if you were to lose everything, if today you were to lose all of your money, all of your status, all of your friends and family and relationships, you only end back up at 0. With that said, there's nothing to lose in this life. So many of us are afraid of rejection, are afraid of losing things that we've acquired. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's your savings, maybe it is some prized object. It doesn't matter, because you can only go back to 0. So this is a very empowering thought, because once you realize that you can't lose, you can only gain in this life, you will take more risks. And that's really what's required. And we think of loss as a bad thing, but sometimes loss is exactly what we need to be inspired, to be motivated, to be forced into taking action. Sometimes we need to hit rock bottom. When we hit rock bottom, we see things differently. All of those fears that we have, all of those doubts, they don't control us anymore. They have no grip on our mind. That's the problem. These things have a grip on your mind. The way that you see the world is filtered through doubts, insecurities, your fear of failure, your fear of rejection, your fear of loss, losing what you think you've built. You've built this life for yourself and you're afraid to slide back down, to lose things. But if you realize that you can never really lose, you can only gain in this life, you'll take the risk. You'll gamble your job. You'll take that trip to the country where you want to go. You'll approach that woman that you want to speak to. You will do all of this because you can't lose. You can only gain. You know, fortune favors the bold. You have to be bold. You have to be courageous. You have to take the chance. Without taking the chance, without making yourself vulnerable to loss, to defeat, there is no possibility of victory. Victory is only possible if you accept the possibility of defeat. But you can never really be defeated. Defeat is only a mindset. You see, all of these things are just mindsets. This whole world is a mental construction. Our doubts, our fears, our negativity, all of that is just mentally generated and projected outward. The way that you see the world and the way that you engage with the world is based on your mindset, your outlook, and the way that you think about yourself. So I just want to make this short video to encourage you, to remind you that you can't lose in this life. In the worst case scenario, you go back to 0 where you started, and that may be exactly what you need to hit rock bottom. So don't fear defeat, don't fear loss, don't fear rejection. These are things that are the very condition of the possibility of victory, of success, of acquiring what you want to acquire, achieving what you want to achieve. These things make that possible. Without these so-called negatives, their positive counterparts wouldn't exist. So meditate on this, think about this, that you can never really lose anything. If today you were to be stripped of all your wealth, status, relationships, friendships, and you had to start back at 0, you haven't really lost anything. You've just started back where you began anyways. Not to mention, at the end of this life, all of those things will be taken away from you anyways. So what do you really have to lose?